came across this sad yet beautiful quote from Dopa today. He was asked Chovy or Showmaker, and he picked Chovy. He said, on lane management, Chovy is a god. When I play against him, he makes me truly feel like I'm only a fading star now, said Dopa. And that just goes to a testament. Every single person that versus Chovy that goes up against the guy, they're saying he's the future of League of Legends in the mid lane. He is the best. And today's review, guys, we're going to break down one of his beautiful laning phases of Irelia. The champion recently has been changed. I'll talk about some of the changes. So without further ado, let's jump straight onto Summoner's Rift. Jumping into the action, we're up against a Viego in the mid lane here. So a couple of things to talk about. Firstly is that Riot has already identified this champion is too strong this patch, and they're planning on nerfing it next patch. And also next patch, we're going to see a slight shift in the meta. Lane Viego is dead. They're taking away essentially all of the healing, his sustain in lane, and he's going to be forced into the jungle. On top of that, they're trying to buff a lot of the mages like Syndra, like Cassiopeia. So we hopefully will see a slight shift in the meta next patch. But for right now, we have another week of abuse. And Chovy getting in quick on this Irelia. Essentially, the Irelia changes, guys, they shifted a lot of her strengths into her W. So usually you'd max Q on Irelia, but now you're maxing W, which is your wind up, your damage reduction, and you're just putting 5 straight points into it. The base damage is ridiculous now. You just W your wave, especially in the early lane, and then your Q will one-shot all the minions. You don't actually get that much extra damage amp on your Q max. So the W is working phenomenally. Irelia's pick rate has gone through the roof. And that's probably why Riot Games is looking to nerf her next patch already. As you can see, into the Viego lane, Chovy knows he's not going to win a 1v1 against Viego until probably level 3. So he's going to let the wave come into him. And do you see how passive he's playing? Just because you're the best laner or mid laner in the world doesn't mean you need an ego where it's like, I'm going to fight my opponent the whole lane and pressure him. Play to always, dude, always play towards your champion strengths. Play towards the matchup. Too many people are like, they just ego it, bro. They're like, I'm better than you, means I'm going to trade with you over and over from level 1. Like, dude, just settle down. Come into your own in the lane. There'll be opportunities for you to pop off. Not every champion is a level 1 monster, okay? He puts 2 points into W level 3. And this is going to, like, you'll see the W damage here. Like, the W base damage is ridiculous. He gets that straight in, drops very low, but he has his teleport. He'll probably go for the cheetah recall. Or teleport back to lane. I think Viego's running TP as well, so... You could just walk back here. Gets the longsword. And there's going to be a Scuttle contest. And look at that really deep ward Rumble got. So he's going to TP straight into that ward. Just gets his boots, times it perfectly. And he'll come through. And try and set up a kill on the Diana. Diana blows the flash, not able to get it. The one thing that triggers me about Irelia is her auto attack range is just ridiculously large for a melee champion. So now the problem here is Viego has teleport and Chovy doesn't. So I'm wondering how he fixes this lane state. Because essentially the Viego... Oh, he's stuffed up there. He queued, but he queued Viego, not the minion, for the reset. I think he tried to queue the minion into the combo. He just... So then he had no Q cooldown, so he couldn't go for the trade. Anyways, you'll see the Viego TP in for this wave. And now Chovy probably has time for a go for the reset. Puts his wards out. You see, a lot, people don't understand, like, that lane ward there, these wards is just going to track Viego. It's going to track Viego for the next minute and a bit. And it's going to dictate, like, because if Viego goes for the hard shove or tries to move outside of the lane, if you see him move out of the lane and he doesn't go top side, he's bot side. Do you understand? That one ward covers his entire track. As the bot lane Jinx gets a double. And we'll head back in. 36 farm, looking very good. Now he has a perfect freeze setup here if he wants it, right? W lands. That bone plating on Viego, who the hell runs that? E goes wide. Q's on the minion, stacking up his passive. You only need 4 stacks for Irelia passive instead of 5 now, by the way. They changed it. We're getting really low. Both mid laners. W hits. Q's through the minions. Smooth solo kill. How easy was that? Didn't have to blow flash. Hits at level 6 now. And the W is just so strong now. This is why people are maxing it. I actually saw Nemesis. I think he ran AP Irelia yesterday testing out. They changed a lot of the ratios for the W2. So if you're W maxing, you can get a lot of damage. I wouldn't really recommend the AP variant though. It seems kind of like, I don't know, like YouTube clickbaity. Like, you know the vibe. I don't think it's that good. It's just kind of fun to play. As we're 54 farm at 5 minutes, the guy has probably missed one creep. I don't know how he does it, but it's Chovy. Now, he has a very strange build for Irelia. I believe he goes Goredrinker. I don't think most Irelias go Goredrinker these days, but he just seems to really like it. I remember on Nocturne too, whilst most Nocturne players were going Stridebreaker, he went with the Goredrinker. He seems to really enjoy this item on these short range melee champs. Don't know why, couldn't tell you. The sustain seems great, but I thought for like, especially on Nocturne, it was kind of strange, but not sure. As we're both level 6, I reckon there's a solo kill here. W hits. He has R. He goes straight in, looking to land R. Oh my god, dude. Dude, how does that? It just like a straight line onto the minions. I didn't even see. Did he try and set up a triple Q there? I'll go back, one sec. Where did the E come out? Because I was talking to TF Blade about this, how you can get like a triple Q. Q's onto the minions. He hits E. And then he RQ. Oh, I don't even know, bro. Did he? I couldn't even tell if he get it. I'm not sure if you can even do it anymore. I remember they changed the travel time, I think, on Q now, so it's a little bit slower. But anyways, works through the minions. Gets another solo. How easy. Get the plate. He'll W this wave for the fast clear. Do you see? How stupid is that wave clear? How dumb is that? The W just one-shots the wave. How is that balanced? And it's not even max. We're only level 8. Just the perfect player. My ideal wish, like, I love Faker. I don't know. I would just love for Chovy to, like, join T1 and Faker position himself into a coaching role. I just saw today that T1 just dropped all of their coaches. They dropped their 2 fucking head coaches. And I'm pretty sure they play tonight too. I don't know what's going on. But I know that Faker will probably remain in T1 when he retires, which will, I mean, who knows when that's going to be, but I'm just saying, if it is soon, and he will transition into a coaching role. There's no way Faker loves League of Legends. It's his life, man. He'll transition to like a head coach role, kind of like what Bjergsen's done. Maybe he'll take on someone like Chovy. I think that'd be a great fit. Coming in, hits that W. You don't want to play it too quick here. Nothing too risky. Hey. Mid lane wave state's perfect. Oh, is this another kill? Q lands. It's not worth the risk. I feel like he's waiting for his E, man. I'm wondering if he could just WQ and then just wave your autos. Jinx Rocket. And he's not even bothering. How is he so controlled? I would just blow my load instantly. I guess he just really doesn't care. Gets him here. Thresh with the lantern. It's too late. Just so patient and controlled. Like, I would have went way earlier, and maybe I would have accidentally went 1-for-1. Thresh hook goes wide. No chance we're going to give any of these minions as the Dyna comes through. This W wind up. Bang. Do you see that? Dude, that W damage is ridiculous. Perfect flash. The Q just goes wide. Oh my god. He doesn't have enough mana. He needs to get out. What does he? Thresh? He gets it. He's too clean, too controlled, too calculated. He's just not making mistakes. He just doesn't make mistakes, does he? He has enough for the Goredrinker here. Oh shit, the Viego. Got vision, he's gonna back here. Has teleport, remember. And I think they increase the damage reduction on the W too. So it's just It's quite a broken ability right now if you play it right. God, how do you land this shit? It's not balanced. I didn't look through the nerfs on the next patch, what they're going to do to Irelia. I'm wondering if it's going to be a straight up W nerf. They got to try and take some strength away from it, I think. Ease, just go wide. Goredrinker misses too. Short cooldown, we should be fine. And this game is just opening up to be a little bit of a stomp. Hopefully we'll see some more outplays by the man himself. I want to see the W wave clip. Hey, minion missed. Come on, brother.
돌아오겠지? 왜 안 들어와? 들어왔네.
He has a much... Like, his camera point of view compared to Faker's is much more stable. Would you guys agree? Oh my god, the R goes wide. Let's not talk about that. He doesn't really look around the map anywhere near as much as Faker. It's a lot more self-contained, yeah. Oh, these skill shots are just off, man.
이래 궁 이렇게 못 썼나? 나 궁을 찍지 말까? 이래?
Look at that. Rumble comes through. Here comes the Nautilus. I think he'll just hard commit for the base. Nothing to see, nothing to do here. Now, the builds I've been seeing for Irelia, he likes to go Sterak second, and then depending on the situation, Wit's End is great on Irelia too. I know a lot of players still like Blade of the Ruin King, like Faker rushes Blade of the Ruin King on Irelia still. But Chovy just with his own build wants to be right in the middle, a lot of sustain, a lot of shielding. And usually you just wait for this bot lane outer and then you drop into a side lane for the Irelia. At this stage, they're so far ahead. You don't really need to play perfect macro, dude. Just look for the outplays. One man. Ooh, the Nautilus going in. Good ult by the Diana. Look for the tower and then probably look for the fight. Nautilus, hook lands. Oh my... The hell are we watching? So we may see Irelia in pro play. There'll be a window, ult lands. There'll be a window of 2 weeks, I guess. We're going to weave the autos, and you don't do that much damage with this setup. It's just like... You gotta play around your W. And just weave it in for your Conqueror and your passive stacks to do a lot of damage. Like, you got plenty of damage through there. Goredrinker definitely not the most damage for a Mythic, but... So much survivability. It doesn't really matter, does it? We'll drop into the bot side 100% here. You want to send your bot lane in the mid lane. Thresh! Don't fucking think it. Sterak's next item. And then third, usually you can go Wit's End. You can go GA if you're feeling really spicy. Things like this. I reckon the enemy team probably going to FF this. As who knows, man, if Chovy's going to be able to make it to Worlds. Hanawa, I've been looking okay. Like, I really don't know. The LCK's a bit of a flip at this point. I'm not sure. G2 surging recently, which is nice. In a perfect world, we see Chovy, Faker, we see Caps, we see all the big lane mids like Knight. Probably won't see Rookie at Worlds this year, unfortunately. But it should be fun. Hopefully they can all make it. As we'll just stick in this side lane. We've got teleport coming up in a second, remember, so farm it out. Pressure on the side point, and then you can TP back in if you need to. Absolutely no mistakes this game. No, there was one mistake. That ult whiff. My bad. How embarrassing. And they're just going to run it through here. Surely the enemy team just FF it. Come on, guys. Let's not beat around the bush. Holy fuck, that's stupid. 170 farm, 16. And I don't even, like, I really don't think he was hard trying for farm this game. I reckon he could be 200 at 15 with this setup on Irelia. The wave clears too much. Look at the Jinx autos. And Chovy streams on Do You, by the way. He actually streams a lot of his SoloQ games. I usually find just like ripped off VODs on YouTube that I just watch all the time. If I'm like, at the moment, if I'm looking up players to watch to improve my own laning, I'm usually looking at Chovy VODs, guys. Like his lane is the best. Gonna be Wits End next. Sometimes I'll check out like, sometimes, I mean, I watch Dopa a lot of time just because, you know, he's my OG, he's my boy. I play a lot of Twisted Fate, I play some similar champs, so it really helps me out. But when it comes to just pure laning finesse, Chovy is the best. He innovates so many wave setups, and he just has the perfect like early levels. So if I'm playing a champion, I know Chovy plays that same champ, I'll just look up how he plays the first couple of levels. And this is how you learn to play. This is how I first got Challenger, was I played Syndra only, and I just watched Bjergsen VODs exclusively. Back then, Bjergsen was like the best player in the world. He's the best Syndra in the world. And I would just like, so I would just look up Bjergsen versus Zed. Syndra versus Zed. And I'd look how Bjergsen would kind of order the waves in the early game, how he'd want to situate the wave, where he aggressed. And I would just goddamn copy it. I copied it. I plagiarized his lane until it worked for me. It was as simple as that. Obviously, there was a little bit of my own like intuition for playing, but it helped out so much. So if you are struggling with a new champion, try and look up a high-elo player and just look up how they play their specific matchups and whatnot. I think it'll really help you guys out. You need just a little bit of guidance on how to play, because some people just don't know like where their champion strengths lie, how to trade, the distances. Should you hard shove to level 1? Should you be pushing? What should you be doing? Like, some people just don't know. But anyways, a nice little laid-back Chovy review. I think we had 2 or 3 beautiful solo kills on this Irelia. And he should just finish off the Nexus here. First, do we hit 200 farm though? Oh? Oh my god, I thought I'd get it. And we finish it off 604, 200 CS. Perfect game. Thanks for watching, lads. I'll catch you on the next VOD, alright? Peace. Good night.